I'm returning to my 33-foot sailboat, Chak Matay. So here's what I'm looking at here. I just want a way. Give me a way, mate. All right, let's take a look around. We're just gonna add that to the list.
Dreams are easy. Growth is painful. And balance is key.
I'm returning to my 33-foot sailboat, Chak Matay, after being away for, I think it's been about 10 months, maybe 9 months. As happens with all of us, life kind of threw a curveball and plans changed, and I just had to adapt, figure out a new plan, and that's where we're at. So we're basically just returning to the boat, and we got all sorts of things going on. It's a little bit sad. Here's my dinghy. I don't have the outboard running yet. There's obviously a little leak, and it rained a bunch last night, so here's what I'm looking at here. Flat. About 2 inches of water, flat, no outboard. I'm just gonna paddle out to Chak, but I got a floating dinghy, a way to get out to Chak Matay on my own so I could be self-sufficient. So, I mean, I can't ask for more than that. I got the pump in there, so I'll pump it up, pump the water out, paddle my little tushy out there to Chak Matay. I can see her now. And then kind of catch you up, let you see what I've been up to, the state of Chak Matay. This is the state of the Union. No, it's the state of Chak Matay. What is the state of Chak Matay? What is the state of me? What is the state of you? All right, I'm gonna get pumping out water, pumping in air. Let's get this sad. If I had the oars working properly, you know, where I could use both of them, you know, this would be a lot smoother, but that's not working either. So I got the one paddle thing going, but hey, this works, you know, so you can't complain. I've got a way to get to Chak Matay. It ain't pretty, but it's a way. And that's all we need, right? We just need a way. Just show me a way. It don't have to be perfect or easy. I just want a way. Give me a way, mate. All right, I'll be there in about 2 hours. I'll check back with you when I get to her. All right, we're here. Old Shocky baby. One little concern is, like, it started raining so hard last night, and it was windy, and I was just up like, oh no, I hope Chak is okay. And I know the only reason I was thinking that is because I put the shade cover up and I left it up, and I'm on the fence. We'll see. Man, it'd be a lot to take this thing down and put it up every single day, but it doesn't look quite right yet. All right, let's take a look around. She's beautiful. Alright, but here's the big test. The very first project I did immediately when I got here was fix the refrigerator. And oh, it's frost. Look at that, that's frost. Oh, it's frosty cold. I got some cold water in here. So it was a new thermostat, and originally when we bought the boat, the thermostat was broken. So we would just turn it on and then turn it off, and that was our thing. And then I bought this thermostat, or actually this was given to me by very good friends of mine, Bill and Dana Lee on SV Caterpillar, who are all the way in Fiji now. They are sailing around the world 1 inch at a time, and they're far. But this was like a I guess it was a pretty cheap thermostat, and it wasn't made for this Danfoss, or I have like a Cool Blue Technotics compressor, Danfoss thermostat refrigeration unit. And I was like 2 days before I left, I was pretty sure it was the thermostat, but the refrigerator stopped working, and I just had so much going on. I'm just like, all right, refrigerator broke. Oh, well, I don't even know if I'll even see Chak Matay again, so goodbye. But when I came back, I knew that in order to come work on the boat, I needed to have food and water to be productive and feel good out here. So the refrigerator was like #1 on my list. So I was so lucky to find a thermostat on the island, because really one of the hardest things about being here in Grenada is if you can't find the parts you need, you got to mail it in. It gets a little pricey. There's all the time it takes to get here. So finding what you need on the island is like, and it's a big island, so there's a lot here. But so that refrigerator was a success, and all I did was replace the thermostat. This is already a big win, you know, and it's just been cleaning up really is my main goal here. First, you know, to get organized, pumping out water. Mike, a good friend of mine, Salty Sailor, came over and helped me put up my mainsail and my jib. Mike's wore out. Getting the jib and the mainsail up was a little more of a chore than I imagined it would be, but which created a lot more space in the V-berth. It's gonna help me to get organized, getting those things out of here. So, got a lot of work to do. Also, another thing that I did immediately was check the batteries and fill them up with water. The solar panels were kind of charging them, keeping them high, but they definitely lost a little bit of water. But I topped them up, and they're good. They're running good. We're at 13.26 right now, and the fridge has been on for days, so. That's how hot it is. I've literally completely sweated through this entire shirt. Just coming out here, it's like drenched. Feels like I jumped in the ocean, but I just gonna pop off the shirt. Let's go! Well, the starboard side of the boat looks bone dry. I definitely got a leak on the port side. I think the tow rail's leaking, it's coming down. But I mean, and I only saw a little bit of rain last night, and it wasn't a little, it was a lot, but it's been here for months. It rains hard here sometimes, so anyways, we're gonna get all these floorboards up, investigate, pump the water out, clean the bilge, put it back together. But this is crazy. I mean, it's bone dry on one side. Look at this. So that means very good. No, the tow rail is not leaking at all. The stanchions, no leaking from the deck coming down here. But you can see we got a little bit of A little bit of water in here. So in about 10 months, that's how much water came in, rainwater from the deck. So it's that's really good to see. Means our tow rail and our stanchions are not leaking, but we definitely got to find what's leaking over here. The first day I came to the boat and I was just investigating, I actually pumped a good amount of water out of this. So it was like a good amount of water in here. So I got that dry. It's crazy, it rained really hard. Oh yeah, there's a little bit of moisture in there from the rain last night. So wherever it's at, it's right around here. It leaks and funnels into here. What a difference it makes when you have a painted bilge. For about 5 to 6 years, the bilge was just bare fiberglass. And it was like kind of pokey and prickly, and the dirt and grime would just get stuck because it wasn't smooth layer. So this was like amazing, so quick and easy. Just one wipe, the crud just came right off, and it was nice and smooth, so I wasn't poking my feet. So this painting the bilge was definitely worth it. So one thing that was a little alarming, but we got lucky, was the float. I have a float switch here connected directly to the battery, so this is where the mast is, and we had a little leaking here. So when the rainwater were to come in here at the mast, it hits the float switch, whether the batteries are on or off. It's connected directly to the batteries, pumps the water out, but the bilge pump wasn't working. I came in, luckily the water didn't get high enough to activate the float switch, because it just would have ran and ran and ran until it killed the batteries and everything. But so I just pumped out the water, and you can see I don't know, maybe it should work when I get all this hair out of here, but there's a ton of hair and junk in here. That's probably it. That would definitely cause some problems. Very strange. It was kicking on. Now it's not even kicking on. I took the hair out. So all right, not a huge issue. I'm just gonna pump the water out, and you know, that's on the list. But right now I'm still staying focused and cleaning. I just wanted to address that, kind of figure out what's going on there, make sure it's not gonna activate and just run all day, but that's not gonna happen now. So we're just gonna add that to the list, and it's a very short list. You know, there's like maybe 200 or 300 items on the list of things to do. So now there's 301. Feeling pretty good about today. It's just it's a process. But I got a lot of trash up there. It was nice to go through everything, wiping off mold, getting anything I don't want on the boat anymore out, just clear it out, get some space, get the mold, get everything clean. For me, this is where I start. There's all these projects to do, and it can get overwhelming, but I personally know that I need to get everything clean, go through things, get everything that isn't supposed to be on the boat, get it out of here, all the stuff I've been hanging on to, all the trash, and then it'll just feel like a nice space where we can then start tackling projects. But just one step at a time. Bruce Fleur. Well, he said, making it is survival. If you can survive, you are succeeding. So if you have a dream, like for me, creator, making YouTube videos, it did feel like once I got to that point where I could go full-time YouTube and I was surviving, you know, and I have been doing this for about 7 years, and I got to that point where it was full-time creating, and I was making enough to eat, and I had a place to live, this boat. So that helps me to be like, yeah, remember that. That's it, you know. That's true. The only difference between success and failure is whether or not you stop. That was by Oak Felder. Whether or not you stop. The only difference between success and failure, whether or not you stop. So, feels good to read that, and you know, I'm at ground zero, but I didn't stop. You know, I'm back to Chak Matay, and I'm gonna give her everything I got. I'm not stopping. So that means I haven't failed, according to Oak Felder. And the last one, The chief cause of failure and unhappiness is trading what you want most. This one really hit home. Trading what you want most for what you want right now. Zig Ziglar. So this cottage over here, what a game changer. I honestly don't even know if it would have been possible to come straight back to the boat. I had a lot of luggage and gear because I was traveling with pretty much everything I own, guitar, 2 big suitcases. The boat was full of stuff and it's a mess. I mean, and living on it, and I mean, I still don't have certain basic things going yet. Oh, I don't know, but if you've followed this channel for some time, then you are aware that angels just come into my life. It's happened a lot through this adventure over like 7 years. And Michelle and Carl, I met them last year. They have a Privilege 585, a beautiful catamaran, and they're going through their own challenges right now with boat life and curveballs. And so at the moment, Michelle is here alone while Carl went back to work in Dubai. And she said, "Hey Joel, I know you're coming back. There's an extra room if you would like it." She's thoughtful. You know, Carl, of course, they both agreed on it and they offered it to me. And I'm extremely grateful. It's if you don't have a boat yet and you want to buy a boat, you're thinking, I'm gonna just live on it and work on it right out of the gate. You might want to find a place for a little bit before you move on full time. I mean, you can do it, and I've done some pretty gnarly things, you know, on Chak, but I don't know if I'm getting old or what, but I just don't know. I can't handle all that crazy stuff. So anyways, I'm staying here. It's made a huge difference for me. Thank you, Carl. Thank you, Michelle. I hope that you guys fight and figure out your challenges with boat life and overcome. And thank you for watching. If you're new and this is the first Bums on a Boat video you've ever watched, I would say subscribe if you want to see some inspiration. You want to see somebody like me just fight hard and grind and overcome. And also it's going to be funny and entertaining, you know, and it's an adventure. And you saw Chak Matay, you kind of saw the state of things. So yeah, things kind of go wrong. It's kind of funny sometimes, and I'm tired. All right, well, thank you for watching. Thank you to my patrons. I love you guys, appreciate you, and we'll see y'all next week.
These are the tales of Boab.
Bums on a boat. B-O-A-B, baby, we're B-O-A-B, baby, we're B-O-A-B, baby, we're bums